Hi, I'm Mark Ryan. In this video, I'll be exercising OpenAI's Codex framework and to see whether it can translate between deep learning frameworks, between Fastai and Keras. To start with, we'll go from Keras to Fastai. We're going to start in the Codex environment with a prompt that's for rewriting code for a library or framework. And this will bring us, once we click on Open in the Playground, into the playground. And there we see we're going to replace the beginning of it to say we want to go and rewrite the Keras model as a Fastai model. So we've updated the prompts. Now we're going to replace the code with a Keras MNIST model. So there's the Keras MNIST model. It's a simple one that's adapted from the Keras documentation. And when we're ready, we're going to click on Generate to generate the Fastai code. It'll take a couple of clicks to generate. And throughout this exercise, I'm going to cut off the end. So I'm just going to sort of take the useful part of what's being generated. You can see a CNN learner object has been generated. And then there's some stuff at the bottom that we're going to cut away. But that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to take the output that we got from Codex, and we're going to try to run that in Colab to see whether we got reasonable results. As you can see, there's some stuff at the bottom we're going to cut off, forget about that, and keep what Codex produces at the beginning after the prompt and use that. All right, now we're going to take the Fastai code that was generated by Codex. This is code that Codex generated based on input of a working Keras model. And we're going to run that in Colab and see what happens. So here is the Fastai output from Codex, and we've just copied it into a Colab notebook. Now, I did run this once before, so the dataset has already been loaded. So now we should just be seeing the training process. And we'll see what the output accuracy is. Just a single epoch. And the accuracy is not bad, 96%. And then the output here of what the model's structure is like. So Codex was able to take a MNIST model defined in Keras and generate working Fastai model code in one pass with a single prompt. Not bad. We've gone from Keras to Fastai. Now we're going to go from Fastai to Keras. So here we are again in the Codex playground. We've updated the prompt, so now it shows rewriting as a Keras model, and at the end of the prompt, the Keras version. And we're going to paste into the prompt area the Fastai code. There it is, a simple Fastai MNIST model. There's the statement to untar the data set, the data loaders object, and the definition of the model, and the fit statement. Click on Generate, see what comes out. Again, I have to click a couple of times to get a Codex to produce a bit more code. And we get the definition of the layers in the MNIST model using the sequential API. Now there's some stuff at the bottom that doesn't, it looks like it's sort of mixing up Keras with Fastai. So we're going to cut away that part, keep the fit statement, the evaluate statement, and the stuff, basically the beginning of what Codex produces that looks like legitimate definition of an MNIST Keras model. So let's see what the example looks like. We'll take the Keras that was spit out of Codex and try running that in Colab. So here we are in Colab. The only change we've made from the output that was produced by Codex is we've added an import to bring in NumPy, and that's it. So you can see the layers that are generated here from the input, and let's run it, see what happens. So it's training okay, and the accuracy seems to be not bad as it goes through. Now, an earlier iteration I did had many more layers, and the accuracy was actually pretty bad for the first 10 epochs or so, but this one seems to be reasonably okay. We'll check out what it looks like at the end. Not bad accuracy. And this is Keras code, again, that was generated directly from Codex with the input of a working Fastai model. The only change made, again, was adding an import statement for NumPy, and that's it. In this video, you've seen examples of taking an MNIST model defined in Keras and using Codex to translate that into Fastai, and going the other direction, starting with an MNIST model in Fastai and getting Codex to produce one that's in the Keras framework. In both directions, with fairly minimal updates, Codex was able to produce output that worked, Fastai output that worked, and Keras output that worked. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.